Hello again, YouTube. Let's pick up and talk a little more about what we've been talking about. I just uploaded a video about why no male content creator on YouTube should be taking up for these women that we talk about. Like, just logically, from an intelligence standpoint, you should. Because for one, we're not talking about all of them. We're just talking about the ones that it applied to. For two, this is people's lives. Like, this is guys' lives, man. You wanna, man, just suck it up. Suck what up, man? Suck what up? And I stand on what I said too. Women are a want for us, not a need. Like, they not something that we need. They not something that we can't live without. For one, a lot of guys aren't gone right now because of the stress that was in their life in dealing with these women and children and having families and stuff like that. Y'all guys be wanting that. Y'all be wanting that responsibility. Hey, man, enjoy the time that you don't have this responsibility. And understand that you could end up with one of these people we talking about. You could. See, what people do, what a lot of guys do, like they be thinking it's gonna be the same for them like it was for their fathers and stuff like that. But a lot of times your parents be hiding stuff. Like they don't be trying to let you see everything that's going on. Like how sometimes that third kid that these women be having don't be his, and he be knowing it, and she, but behind the scenes she told him, or behind the scenes he might have got a DNA test and he just never said it. He just raised the other kid like it was his. So, and y'all don't be knowing it. It'd be 5 or 6 of y'all don't be knowing that. See, put it this way. Secrets have been kept through the years by different people. So these guys grow up and they want to get married. Like I saw Black Ram just did a video with a guy that got stood up on his date and was crying. He had a rose, everything. He probably grew up in a happy home. Just want that for himself. But hey, man, unfortunately, it's not quite the same for y'all coming up right now. My sons, my daughters. Because it's been a great plan to decimate the family culture. And to kind of change it up. Because the devil's behind it. See, the devil don't want none of these people to make it to the kingdom. So whatever she has to do to get as many of us humans to be lost, that's what she's gonna do. And so the ones that she can't get, she just try to make sure they don't have too much influence, try to keep financial problems in their life. So you got to be on point. You got to resist the devil, so because the devil will do those things if she knows she can't snatch you from the kingdom. If you're a spiritual person, you rooted in your faith in the Most High, she gonna try to do other stuff. Like she gonna come after your kids. She'll try to get in people and destroy your kids. Destroy your kids' self-esteem. Destroy your kids' confidence. Depress your kids. This is what the devil do. If she can't get you, she ain't gonna give up. She gonna keep trying to hit you where it hurt. Especially if you're a preacher. If you're a preacher that is not gonna join forces with her, she gonna try to hit you with everything she can. You liable to have, your wife liable to have miscarriages, stillbirths, You liable to have special needs kids. Because that's the type of stuff the devil does to create dysfunction in your household. And that's why you got to be deep off into your faith. Faith in God is what you need, not women. Women can be a negative. A negative. You got this business plan. Now, I don't think we should do that. Oh, that's going to cost too much. Oh, no. And now you working a job trying to please her and you coming up short. Can't buy nothing. Barely can save money. This is why you shouldn't be taking up for these women. But most of the guys that's taking up for them are under 40. A lot of them don't have their own family. They think they know what marriage is supposed to be. They think that they gonna come in here and just run stuff with women. I'm gonna pay for everything, and so I'm gonna be calling the shots. She'll go along with that for a little while. And then a lot of them will take half of what you make it. So don't think you got all the answers. Yeah, you do need a prenup. But that ain't gonna solve nothing. They can fight against that. I've seen, it was a celebrity recently that had a prenup with Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner and other people was talking about this too. He had a prenup and his wife just decimated that. And the court took her side. These are the reasons why you should not be taking up for these women. And I know you ain't all that wise if you are. Everything ain't about money. But let's go here though. Here's what y'all don't understand about money. You have to manifest money. Here's why, remember in 1 Peter chapter 3, which I mentioned yesterday, where he said that your prayers don't be hindered? He said that for a reason, because the Most High expects y'all to be one. And if you're a man and you can't be one with her, the Most High expects you to divorce her and stay unmarried until you can find somebody that you can be one with. His way, not your way. Not the world, the secular way either. These women say, but I pay half of the bills. Even if you pay half of the bills, you still are required to follow his lead. But I make more money than him. So what? So what? So you ain't gonna respect him because you make. This is why a lot of times, like a dude could be just a garbage man in his city, right? Making $50,000. He'll marry a woman that been to college, got a bachelor's or a master's. She making $100,000. And the statistic says that 90% of those situations, she's gonna file for divorce. Here's why I believe. Yeah. Hold on. Here's what I believe. A lot of women expect guys to make all this money and provide for them, right? But if they making all this money, they can't respect them. Why'd you get with them? This is what I want y'all women to start doing. If that's how you feel, don't marry nobody. Or be among the ones that's all vying for like 12 dudes and just be single your whole life. Because those 12 dudes y'all vying for, they know everybody vying for them. So they just messing around. They playing the field, if you will. So all the stuff I'm talking about is the reason why none of you content creators, Mr. Keep It Simple, Maze and Lucas, or anybody else should be taking up and trying to attack red pill guys in this space over these women, because a lot of y'all, you don't. And matter of fact, let's go here. If you have a unicorn wife, why are you even watching this? Why do you care? If you do watch, then you should watch with an open mind, like this could be me one day. But what they do is they try to bash what we talk about in this space. Just because some of them got the wives that are actually wives and not strifes. That don't give you a right to come in here and try to unravel everything. Guys is learning how to approach their divorces. They learning a lot in this space. They learning that you can pick up the pieces. It ain't over, man. They learning that a lot of the women that you get away from, it's a blessing. If you ambitious and she not, dude, what are you gonna do? Work a job? If you just, and listen, this is what women don't understand. When you go for businesses, they're not all gonna succeed. All you need is one to succeed. But see, they don't be wanting to go through the hard times. And then, like what happened on the movie Acrimony, that be happening. Now, she get a boyfriend, he pumping her, loosening her up, doing everything, nasty stuff to her, right? Then he dump her, and now she want to go back to her ex-husband and go after him for money. It's just not a fair system, man. They should say, this is what they should do. If it can be proven that you got with somebody else, your ex-husband's finances are off limits to you. How many of these women we hear about in this space, they broke up with him, divorced, everything. They was out here getting smashed. These dudes didn't want nothing to do with them, so now they go running back to their husband and trying to get money out of him. That's not fair, man. It's just not. That's one of the things they need to change. If you even deal with another man, his finances is off limits to you forever. Forever. No alimony, no child support, no nothing. Because I'm going to show you why it's not fair. Because some of these women were telling their husbands they're going to find a rich man. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And he was struggling financially. Now watch this. I'm going to show you how this be working out. He was struggling financially. Struggling financially. Oh, I'm going to find this. She fighting against him, fighting him. Mad because they lose this, lose that. I'm going to find a rich man. I'm not going to deal with no more broke men. Putting you down. Then now you successful. And she thinks she got a right to it. That's not fair. Because some of these guys hadn't slept with them for years. It's just not fair. And because it's not fair, nobody should be taking up for these women. Nobody. Nobody. You grifting. How is it possible for a woman to go? That's another factor. These is questions they should ask, but they not gonna ask. They just gonna try to fleece people for money. When was the last time you had sex with such and such? Well, we ain't did nothing in 2-3 years, but y'all just got divorced 4 months ago. So the system tries to penalize guys and make guys pay in situations like that. She was in a different room, can't have talk to her without getting into it. She wasn't having sex. but then they'll try to make you pay them alimony. This is what I didn't know. Because if I would have knew about alimony, I didn't even know such a word. When I got married, I didn't know it was even such a thing. If I would have knew about alimony, I wouldn't have never got married. The way I think, ain't no way. I didn't know about it. And so now when you start having fights and getting into it with them, they start saying they're going to hit you with alimony. They start threatening you. No righteous woman is going to threaten you in that way. I'll hit you with alimony and child support. So in other words, she's being a witch. She's threatening you. What's the divorce rate in the church? I think it's the same as the world. In fact, I think the church is 1% higher, 54% divorce rate. I'm gonna hit you with alimony and child support. You be looking like, especially if you know that scripture and you know how a believer acts and functions, hitting you with child support, hitting you with alimony, that's not God's system. God's system is you get divorced, if you remain unmarried. If you didn't get divorced spiritually, lawfully. And you don't do all of that. You go get you a job. And you know that the Most High gonna get on his heels if he don't do what he's supposed to do. But they don't do that. They run right to the court. Right to the court. Right to the court. So, again, y'all guys, you need to sharpen up. You need to think of a new niche. You shouldn't be on here caping and pandering to these women. You just shouldn't. And I believe the woman content creators that are unicorns should be on their heels too. Y'all should be with us too. Well, maybe he don't want to marry you because that's how y'all should be talking. See, now I know. Me at 22, me at 48 is totally different. Totally different. Totally different. Might be, you know what's weird? Well, I ain't gonna mention that. I ain't gonna mention that. But some things, like when you 48, be different, be better than when you was in your 20s. I never thought that. I thought it wouldn't. Yeah, but what are you saying, No Matrix? What are you saying exactly? Are you saying that nobody should get married? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that nobody should get married without knowing how marriage goes. And if you want to put yourself in that situation, after you watch my videos, after you watch other people's videos, that's you. Hopefully you got the one for you. Or the two for you if you practice polygyny, or the three. And you won't never have to experience what we talk about in this space about the woman. But to be honest with you, I guarantee you the majority of guys, the signs were there, they just wasn't trying to see them. I got a lot of videos about the red flags. If she's always, every time you look, she up in some guy's face, do not marry her. If she's talking to other guys in front of you in a female way, do not marry her. What do I mean by female way? I mean like trying to perk her breasts out, like a kind of flirtatious way, trying to make her voice sound a certain way. Don't marry her. These are the ones that are going to turn against you down the line. Don't marry no feminist. Don't marry no womanist. What's a womanist? A womanist is, the womanism is more of a problem than feminism. I'm going to tell you why. Womanism is when a woman thinks because they are a woman, this should be this way, this should be that way, this should apply, that should apply. Woman is, no matter what these women do, they on their side. Women is take up for people like Kim Kardashian, Keke Palmer, like the one girl that says she hated Darius Jackson. It's because she's a womanist. She don't even know dude. But that's how childish people is. She hate him because she's a womanist. Womanists are dangerous. I'm going to do a video on womanists. Maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to break it down for her. I'm going to explain to you. A womanist, let me show you something about a womanist that's especially dangerous. Some of these is the ones that end up with women. I would never do that, and they end up with a woman. I just found out one of my friend's ex-wife is about to marry a woman. See what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, man. You can't turn no 304 into no housewife. How you gonna marry a stripper? I just found out, it's crazy how you just start finding out stuff. From somebody I grew up with, that his wife was a stripper when he got with her. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm about to get started. I don't want to be out here too late. But yeah, we're gonna break down the womanism. You doomed if you married to a womanist. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but fight. Well, what about it? What about it? What about it? A womanism will flirt with a guy. A womanism is quicker. A womanist is quicker to cheat. A woman is to get with a woman. Well, I did that. Well, I don't believe it. Well, some of the stuff in the Bible. You just never know what lies ahead and what lies beneath with a womanist. Y'all talking about feminists. Y'all must not know about womanism. Womanism is responsible for more divorce than feminism. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Feminism keeps guys from getting married. Womanism leads to divorce. See, when you know about female nature, you just know about it. We know how they is. But when you marry a womanist, see, a womanist can hide it. They'll come out down the line. You be like, whoa. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it all the way down. All the way down. But anyway, let me show y'all something, man. This is what y'all need to start doing. to these guys' videos, they pander for women.